Okay, first I want to say all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashim Al Shai Bashim Gakudash. Give that honor to elders, apostles, teachers, great millstone, following the truth. I'll say shalom to the hopeful elect of Israel. And I'm gonna share on this little piece of information that you see right here on the screen. The question poses: will white people become a minority, or are they becoming a minority in their own country, by the way? And AI, along with a lot of other Edomites, because you can look this up on YouTube, and there's a lot of Edomites that's actually admitting this, and that scares them, because the so-called white man, for all of their saying of how they believe in equality and they believe that every man is created equal under God, they understand that they have the advantage in every aspect in America. Now, that may not necessarily be the case anymore, because America's on the downfall, as you see, but at its height, the average Edomite, and even still to some extent today, once again, not so much, because, for example, you have the whole wealth transfer with pretty much, there was a time where there was no Edomite left behind. All that shit went down the fucking drain. You got the niggas at the top, you got the niggas at the bottom. Doesn't matter if you're a heathen, if you're a fucking Edomite, you know? If you're not born into one of those more prominent families or a wealthier family, you're fucked. Edomite or not, you know? But you got a lot of Edomites to understand that they have an advantage because this is their country. And you have like some younger, more radical, racist Edomites, and you have a lot of older Edomites that acknowledge and believe in that, and they don't like that. They don't like the fact that they will become a minority. And that's why you have a lot of them are angry. You know, that's why they have Donald Trump. They looked at Donald Trump once upon a time as their hero. Because here you have a seemingly red, white, and blue-blooded American businessman, American of Americans, a fucking capitalist. What kind of American are you? You're an American that supports Donald Trump. That's the American you are. But a capitalist. A businessman, your average American, blonde hair, blue eyes. I think nigga had blue eyes. Con man, snake ass businessman. The standard stock factory Edomite businessman who wants to make America great. But as you've seen in that video with this nigga Trump with Mar-a-Lago holding that damn furry party, this nigga is not on your side. In fact, he's actually expediting the downfall of this country. And the downfall that what it's going to include the so-called rebirth, of what they consider to be rebirth, in which the power structure is going to be set in fucking stone. You're either rich or you're poor. It doesn't matter what the fuck you look like. If you're not of that blue blood, then you're fucked. But America, and this is another piece of proof that, because like what, America was built for Esau, it was built for Edomites. But now that country that's built for Edomites is going down the fucking drain. Another parallel with Rome, because you had a lot of immigration in Rome 1.0 as well. You know? And this is, a lot of stupid niggas don't really understand this. Because when you go into the world as a whole, the so-called white man is a minority in the world. You know, he was only a majority or power. You know, he only held power in the West as much as he did. Lamentations 4:21. Because this nigga was only, and for all you stupid nigger coons who like to say, everybody can make it, or the God loves everybody. Where's the proof of that, nigga? Esau isn't going to go down. He himself understands and acknowledges this fact. And once again, a race of people who were once dominant in a country that's supposed to have been built for them, becoming a minority is not a fucking good sign. For all of you who may not, for all you dumbasses who may not realize that shit, that's not a good fucking sign. That's why Trump is so fucking stern and fucking dead set on actual reverting back to his blessing, the sword, and taking over the fucking world. And so-called reestablishing America as the dominant power of the world. That's really what he's doing. He's trying to reestablish America as the dominant power of the world by literally stealing countries and stealing, these key resources. And also, he's aiming at other countries that have key resources. Lamentation 4 and 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwells in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shall make thyself naked. And now, I'm going to keep reading though. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. Like what? Make thyself naked. Like what? Pretty much revealing. The Lord is revealing everything that the so-called white man has been doing in the dark. Whether it's through his own hand, or whether it's through the hand of a whistleblower, or whether some dumbass and so-called accidentally leaks some information. However the Lord's doing it, he's having all of these different things. He's having Esau, show his true colors of who he really is. And once again, this is the time which you have the downfall of the so-called white man and the reestablishment of our people as the true and dominant leaders in the earth under Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Because our ways make us superior. Just like how you had in where is it? I think it mentioned Ezekiel 31. It mentions how if I remember correctly, Adam was it was talking in metaphorical way, but it pretty much mentioned how Adam, the man Adam, was greater than all the other trees in the garden. And that was pretty much because the Lord had his wisdom dwelling with him. And our ways are superior to everybody else on this earth. Which is why, when the earth is you have Revelation, I think it's 21, where it mentions how the earth is going to be renewed. How's it going to be renewed? The old age is going, the righteousness is going to dwell within the earth. Peace, and that's going to bring forth peace. When you have the so-called white man, what has this nigga done? He's done nothing but bring destruction. You have the whole thing with the doomsday clock, right? And I remember that bitch, they like to say that humanity is close to destroying itself. But when you take a look, the average nigga has no power. See, look at these niggas going to the goddamn store. Was that a busted ass Jeep? Damn near everybody got used fucking cars and can barely afford it. I was in the store yesterday and some bitch, it was a black bitch, had a fucking $800 car note. And I bet you, and I think the car was a new Cadillac or some shit like that. But working at a dollar store, the average nigga has no power whatsoever over the movements and the workings of what's going on in politics and in the world. Everybody knows that voting don't do shit. So all the average nigga can do is go to work and pay fucking taxes. That's it. The average nigga is trying to get by, yet these people, and there was an Edomite bitch that said this, yet these niggas keep saying that humanity needs to pull together. Well, wait a minute. Who's that? Who's really the nigga, Red Horse? And everybody sitting here is wondering what's going on. Why is the world in shambles? Well, nigga, take a look at your leadership. We keep telling y'all why the world is in shambles, but nobody want to fucking listen. The world is in shambles because your president is sending death fucking units to murder people. That's why it's in fucking shambles. Because your government is having you niggas learn social studies and shit, and what on MLK Day, and learn fucking lies and bullshit. Meanwhile, you niggas come out to the world, you getting debt, and you wondering where the fuck did I go wrong? They not teaching you about how the system actually works. And now you niggas wake up one morning at 30 years old, $100,000 in debt, and now your president is running up the fucking debt for what, $40 trillion? And still fucking counting. Your president, and like what does that do? That devalues your dollar. You have inflation. You have the devaluation of your dollar. And now you niggas gotta pay fucking $5 for a bag of fucking potato chips. That's probably going to give you cancer. And who's the nigga that's in control of all of this shit? Who's the nigga whose names are on the I'm not sure how the titles of these goddamn companies. Who own these fucking companies? Who's the nigga that's throwing tariffs on everybody and making everybody even more pissed off at Americans than they already are? It's not you. It's not the average American. We telling you who the fuck it is. Who's the nigga going around saying America first while he points a gun in other leaders' faces and fucking kidnaps them and takes their entire country and takes their fucking oil? Who's the niggas that's kidnapping all of these children and fucking torturing and raping these niggas and siphoning their fucking adrenochrome? The average American has no say whatsoever. Hell, the majority of the wealth in America is owned by like 1 to 5% of the population. Everybody, I'm willing to say it's in the upper 90s% of Americans are fucking broke. That's insane. And whose fault is that? Y'all niggas still turn around in the circle trying to figure out what the fuck going on. Yet they say humanity is at fault. Meanwhile, what? About 70% of the world is in dog shit poverty, nigga. Look at them niggas over there in the fucking Philippines. All these other fucking countries that don't got internet or technology. Yet they say humanity is going to destroy itself. Who's the niggas flinging bombs every goddamn where, throwing stones and crying out in pain? It's not none of y'all. These are y'all fucking leaders, the so-called white man. But this is this is retribution. Cause like what? The chickens are fucking coming home to roost. You niggas came over here, illegal immigration, and destroyed the people that were over here. So America's going down in a similar fashion. And it's hilarious to watch. Speaking of red horses, this year apparently is a Chinese New Year of the red horse. Funny how that is. And look at what this nigga's doing. Shedding blood already in the first month. Murdering his own citizens. How about that? How's that for some American patriotism? Revelation 6 and 4. And there went out another horse that was red, the so-called white man, red horse. Why? Because this nigga is a bloody man. And power was given unto him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. And who in the scriptures was noted to have their sword being the blessing? The so-called white man in Genesis. He that lived by the sword shall die by the sword. Who was that? Who's known for that sword? Esau, the so-called white man. And says that it shall take peace from the earth. Who's the person who's doing that? Who's poisoning everything? Who's fucking, and mind you, you have controlled opposition. So-called white man is having all these different events happen. There is fucking with people in order to get them into a desperate situation to go to him for a solution. What? A problem, reaction, solution. Who's stirring up problems in order to elicit a reaction and then masquerade as the one with the solution pretending as if he didn't cause the problem. Everybody knows it's a so-called white man. How many of these goddamn fucking well, I'm not sure the correct term, charades or these goddamn plans do you people need to hear, that need to be fucking whistle blown on for you people to get it? The whole thing with I think it was missiles in Cuba. Like how like what, a decade or a couple decades later, now they admit that that was a fraud. It was made up. We only went in there so we only made that up so we can go in there and get their fucking oil or their resources. How many plans have they came up with that? And now that the idea is stale, they admit it, and people just mosey on by like they didn't just waste millions upon millions of people's fucking lives off of a goddamn plan in order to elicit a reaction, then get the people calling to them for a solution. 9/11, a prime example. Everybody knows that this shit was a fucking inside job. In an effort for you people to give up more and more of your data and more of your your security. The jab is another example. These niggas concocted this shit and admitted it that it was made in a lab in China, and then you had U.S. officials in on that shit, but they brought that shit over here to America so you people looked to them for help and assistance. How many times do they have to do that? And now they're doing the same thing with all these different events leading up to the RFID microchip. The collapse of the fucking economy and the dollar. Yet this nigga he's not the devil that we say he is. He's not that red horse taking peace from the earth. All these heathen nations know that he's a problem. Everybody knows that he's a problem. Yet you Americans don't know, especially you niggas. You fucking pawn niggas that guard the so-called white man don't know. And you don't want to know. It says to take peace from the earth. Man, look, man. Maccabees mentions how when Alexander's sons when they multiplied, as more and more of his line was born, more as Esau came into power, as more of Esau's sons were born and came into power and took more and more control of power in the earth, wickedness multiplied. There was already wickedness on the earth, of course, yes, but it multiplied. Now, you'll know what multiplication is. Wickedness wasn't added, nigga. Wickedness multiplied. So things became exponentially worse. And take a look at what you have now. This is the result of the so-called white man being in power. This is what you get for all you niggas who want freedom. You want to do whatever you want. Hell, women are a prime example of that. You have all these little young whores that want to go out into the world, become strong, independent women. They want to whore around in college, and they want to fuck the bad boy and whatnot. They want to have fun. They want to go out here. From what I see, all a lot of these little whores do, all they do is makeup. They get fucked and then they work. That's literally it. That's all they fucking do. Like, and smoke and do drugs. That's literally all they fucking do. These bitches, like, you got some of them that go to the gym, but why do they do that? So they can get fucked. But yeah, that's all they do all day. Sleep and get fucked. That's it. But you have them that that get fucked. They do all that. They have their fun. But what's the end result of all of that fun, of those decisions that they thought was correct? What's the end result of all that? They end up alone and broke and tainted and polluted. And they probably end up with herpes. A lot of them, 1 in 4 black women, in fact, have herpes. That's horrible. And a majority of these women, they're down bad. So what are they doing? They're turned into that age-old profession of selling what they have between their legs. And that's the result of what women, and once again, there's scripture talk about how there's a way which a man think is good, but the ways thereof are was righteous, but the end thereof of those ways are death. This is why we need the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Shema Shai, because you niggas wanted the so-called white man in power because this nigga gave you sex, drugs, rock and roll, and all these so-called freedoms. Yet on the ass end, here it is. You niggas forgot that you have to pay for those freedoms. And a lot of you, the majority of you, are going to pay for it with your blood. But this is what you get. But all of these things are the result of, this is, once again, this is what happens when we have an evil, wicked ruler. And once again, what all evil has an end, Like, go to the statue, how it mentions there's going to be 4 major empires, major pivotal points within this earth. And then the stone was going to smite the statue at the feet. At the end of the age of Esau, you're going to have Yahushua that was going to come back and destroy that statue. Or destroy finish off the statue, finish off the age of the heathen. Which means that was it. There was going to be, like it says in Lamentation, he shall no more take you into captivity. This is our, under so-called white man, this is our last captivity. And this is his last time in rulership. This is it. And they're upset and they're angry because they fucking know it. But that's pretty much it. Hope it's edifying. So y'all praises, glory, knowledge, how about Shema Shah, Bashim Gakadash. The Baron said, as possible teacher, right? Milson, program, truth, Shalom, to hope like Israel, and Shasha Bell, Great America.